r/AskReddit. What is something that is expensive, but only owned by poor people? Rent to own. Spoiler, you never quite own it. Places like errands just make me mad. It seems like you're getting a good deal, but you aren't. You're paying like twice as much for an item. Prepay electricity meters. Although it was a movie thing, there really are people somewhere putting dollar coins into a meter to get light. Single items of things that should be bought in bulk, like single rolls of toilet paper. Barely scraping by paycheck to paycheck means buying bulk is sometimes impossible. In poorer sections of a city, convenience stores and liquor stores sell single cigarettes. Dental problems. Those impacted wisdom teeth are hella expensive. Being poor is very expensive. Debt. I feel like the question was written just for this answer. Payday loans. They should be illegal. They hurt people more than they help them. The amount of privates in the army who have just enough money to pay for their 30% interest 2018 Ford Mustangs, but not enough money to buy literally anything else is pretty ridiculous. Edit. They're to their edict too. Thanks for the ignite, kind stranger. Funny to me that my highest rated comment is about how stupid privates can be. Well, at my job there are a few people who I'm aware of their salary. They make around $25,000 a year after taxes. One of them somehow has a lifted Ford Raptor that I hear is like $50,000. He recently acquired a motorcycle too. He probably thinks it's cool, but he's likely eating the dirt off his tires because he can't afford anything else but those payments and insurance. Lottery tickets. Well, 99.999969% of lottery tickets. A lot of kids. The poor are often very fruitful. I am one of the lowest paid employees at my facility. I always wondered why some of my higher paid co-workers drove old rundown cars and I have a fairly new car. After a few years it clicked that they all have 4 kids and I don't. Usually quickly preparable food items. They're usually more expensive than if I stuffed a bell pepper with rice and a small amount of minced meat and shoved it with the oven with tomato sauce, for example. Simple recipes with low ingredient counts are normally very cheap and delicious. They do however take time to make. Time some people might not have because they have to work in order to finance the time they spend sleeping. Also, not having usable kitchens, which financially stable people don't even think of as a thing. Multiple cars that don't work. Are they expensive? Cigarettes. Expensive as duck in Australia. I think they are expensive almost everywhere now. Bad teeth. When you can't afford a dentist visit and let your oral health slide, it can have all sorts of expensive health consequences, such as heart disease. Heart disease is not a proven consequence of poor dental health. It is a recognized association, as in people who can't or don't take care of their teeth likely aren't taking care of their heart either. Designer handbags covered in the brand logo. Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton. Excessive amount of anything, like Jordans, like $200-300 shoes. Did an eviction once and the guy had about 100 boxes of them. Edit. I meant excessive amount of expensive items they typically wouldn't be able to afford normally, and needlessly spend money on these items. Trapster status. Crippling medical debt. My medical debt got sent to debt collectors. For the last 2 years I've been ignoring them anytime they call or send letters. How much trouble could I get in if I continue to ignore them? Bad credit. It is expensive to make someone comfortable enough to loan you money without them being certain you'll pay it back. In India, agricultural land. Wealthy people don't own agricultural land? Slabs, it's foot rich and they spend so much more on straps, candy coats, and clean F interiors. Looks dope, but I don't care for cars that much to own one and I'm not from Houston. I used to live in 3rd Ward in Houston and you see the nicest cars parked outside of houses that are practically falling down. Shopping carts. This is funny in a sea of sadness. A perpetually broken car. Decent size house that costs about $200k. Being poor because they now have to pay the bank around $1k monthly and barely have money to take care of the house, electricity, water, heat, etc. and themselves. $1k a month for $200k house. Where do I sign up for this? Spinning rims on cars. Underground 2 memories. Chrysler 300. Cigarettes. Long-term near constant stress and worry over money. Definitely expensive in terms of physical and mental health. Clothing with a name brand on it. You pay to be an advertisement. Hospitalization bills. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.